Go. Okay, so there's 5 peritoneums. The first one is the greater omentum, which is this top layer here. It's an apron of fat. The second one, on a human, would be what cuts the liver into 2 parts. It's the falciform ligament, and it would probably be in this area right here. The lesser omentum, you'd have to lift up the greater omentum here, dig into the poor thing, and it attaches from
inside is
the
major.
it goes from the liver to the stomach and the duodenum. So if we can pull up the liver, you'll see it.
Would be the major.
Can you hold that?
And then like
or
towards
point
the outside here,
this right here.
minor. And this would be like the
Okay, so this gunk here attaching the stomach and the duodenum, which is the top part of the small intestine, to the liver. It's hanging from it, is the lesser omentum. The mesocolon is going to be very hard to see on a cat, and I don't think he would ask us this because...
Oh, for the pork.
Well, let's start with the mesentery. The mesentery is all this stuff in the... Yeah. All of this sheer-looking material in between the layers is the mesentery. The mesocolon is going to attach... It binds the transverse colon and the sigmoid colon. So it's in 2 different spots. It's the transverse, which is the top of the large intestine, and the sigmoid colon, which is the bottom. But those 2 are retroperitoneal, so they would actually be behind. No, I got that backwards. I'm sorry. The ascending colon and the descending colon are retroperitoneal, so the mesocolon actually holds the transverse and the sigmoid colons in place. That's perfect. Okay.
That's the helium. And then out from there, you're gonna have
Get the forelobe and the liver.
Here, cut this thing off. We don't need it anymore.
That's the beginning of the urethra.
Yeah, or can just cut it off.
Okay. So our gallbladder's down there. It's that thing that's a different color.
What else we have to do?
Okay.
Did you find the urethra
And the
here?
duct is the cystic duct
On this side,
that comes out of the gallbladder, and it joins with the hepatic duct in the gallbladder. Right. And it has a duct in there with the liver. The liver duct is the hepatic duct, and they together jointly run through the common duct into the pancreas, where the pancreatic duct meets with them, and then through the something that I can't pronounce, ampulla, runs into
The hepatic.
No, that's not it.
It's
That's the bladder.
hypopancreatic ampulla.
Yeah, something like that. And that runs into, those are the 3 ducts combined, and runs into the small intestine, into the duodenum, through the ampulla. Now the pancreas also has a second,
This is the ovary, right?
a second duct, and it's
That's the ovary.
something like the inferior duct, but it's actually
this is the
superior to
urethra?
the ampulla.
Urethra?
But that's for the test. I don't think he's not going to pick this thing apart.
Okay, the 3 parts of the small intestine.
Oh, we're going.
The 3 parts of the small intestine are the duodenum, which you'll see you need to find the stomach for. This is going to be your duodenum right here. Okay? Your jejunum is going to be this next chunk. And then the largest section is the ileum, which is going to be all this down here, like all this hanging stuff down here. And that's going to actually attach to the large intestine over here at the ileocecal, crest or valve or something. And the cat doesn't have an appendix, but if it did, it would be hanging off right here.
Ileocecal valve is
I can't do that.
in the.
If you move the poo out of the way,
There's the
you'll
ileocecal
be able to
valve, and that
see the
is
valve.
by the ileum and the cecum.
And the cecum is
And
the first part of the large intestine. The cecum goes into the colon. So you have your ascending colon, which is retroperitoneal. You have your transverse colon,
Which is peritoneal.
which is included in the mesocolon peritoneal. And then you have your descending colon, which is again retroperitoneal, that travels into the sigmoid colon, which is back to the mesocolon. And it travels into the rectum, then to the anal canal, and out the anus, which we have yet to find.
Stay tuned for part 2.